Okay, I'm live. Didn't know that. So, right, I am here. I'm live and I'm alive. I've been dealing with some random bullshit that's just happened, and that is that basically I did an art piece for somebody. I did an art commission for somebody, and then I lost all motivation to do any more art. I felt incredibly tired, and now I'm bummed. Yeah, my pipe went out. So it's all happening. It's all happening. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just here to chat with you for like an hour before I have to get ready. I've already got like stuff ready that I need to, change into and everything. But I need to basically do that. I need to put that on and stuff. So, yeah. Anywho's, Dreamy's here. And he says, sup, you shaved? I did. It's all smooth. It's weird. But you can't see the edge of my double chin much. But yeah, and also, yes, and I also got my hair did. I got my hair did. Got my hair done. But yeah, I got my hair done the way that Damon likes it, because Damon actually is a fan of the random stripe. I don't know why. He keeps saying it's cute. Every time I do it, he always says it's cute. So I was like, well, I'm going to cut my hair. And it doesn't bug me that much. It only bugs me when it starts getting really long. And I start to have this thing here. I don't know what it is, but my hair kind of like just does a little like quiff thing just on the edge of my hairline. Like that. And basically when my hair gets longer, it annoys me because it tickles my forehead. It doesn't do that when the rest of my hair's there. I have no understanding as to why, but there it is. So yeah, it's hopefully it looks okay. I can't really see it because my Discord is in the way. Looking at it from the side, I have not seen it from the side. Yeah, it looks okay. You can see my scalp, kind of, whatever. Anyway, so there's that. I am wearing this t-shirt, and it does glow in the dark, and that's fun. I thought it would just be cute. You got my haircut and goatee. I haven't done the goatee thing forever. For fucking years. So I was like, I'll give it a shot, whatever. And I think I did it quite well. However, it's all sort of the same length, and I'm not used to that. My mustache and my goatee are the same length. So it was kind of awkward just when I was trimming it. But yeah, anyway. I love the haircut and goatee, very handsome. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, Chris is flying as we speak. He is. Well, he should be at least. Yeah, he should be. There's a tiny problem with that, is that he didn't give me his flight number before he arrived, so I can't tell what the status of that flight is, which is annoying. But I'm sure he showed me a picture of his tickets. He sent me a picture when he got his tickets, so I need to check it out. I need to check it out when I can. But yeah. Yeah, I've been kind of depressed this afternoon. Haven't had the drive to do anything, so I've wasted a day. Yeah, I feel like that too. But you know, taking some personal time to not do like work or artwork or anything like that, it's not really wasted. You have to see it not as wasting a day. I needed to hear this because that's kind of how I felt. I felt very tired of basically just doing art. So I had to stop for a bit, and I played a bit of my video game, and I realized that I should be streaming. So I was like, especially since in around about 3 hours time I will be leaving uh, here to go to the airport. So I was like, there's not much time to do streaming and to do some last minute cleaning and all that stuff. Some quick cleaning. Try not to look at that horrible stack in my corner of my room. So yeah. But no, I understand what you mean. But mine is definitely, yeah, more of a mine just was hit me with some tiredness. Ugh. So okay, I'm gonna be asleep on the train and on the tube probably. So I'm gonna be okay. So don't worry about me. Hey, Panafox. And I like my Tumblr. I can post vague depression shit and no one questions it. Okay. Yes, you could check in it online if you had to. So will you have? So you have to wait until you get to the airport, Tubbs. Oh, I have to wait for what? What? I'm actually going to just check it now and write it down in my little notepad, which I'm taking with me. So yeah. So I'm just scrolling through the messages that Itchy gets sent me. Let's go. It's got to be in there somewhere. No, that's a tree. That's embarrassing. Gotcha. A screenshot. Okay. Is that the flight? DL4412. Get off. Pen. DL4412. Gotcha. I think that's the flight number. JFK. Wow, he's going to New York, New York. Well, he's been to New York, New York. Okay. I'm sure there's this website that you can actually. It's my eye. I'm sure there's a website. Hell, if you actually type in into the it comes up as flight status. Yeah. it's so funny to me. On time. Okay. Okay then. What if I typed it into the maps? Would it actually show me on maps? No, it won't. Right. So apparently, so I like that. So I did some research, by the way, and I found that Terminal 3, Terminal 3 is owned. That whole terminal apparently is owned by Virgin Atlantic. So basically, they're the weird. That's the weird reason why. Well, that flights arrive there. It's not actually because, yeah. Okay, so that's something I do like. That there's a status. You can just type it in to Google, and it will just tell you the status of a flight. It's even got a little airplane that's slowly moving across a bar. So that's quite cool. I like that. Anyway, so that is the flight, and I've all got it written down here. So I'm taking that pad with me. So yeah. His flight number. Okay, cool. Sounds good. You can take a nap on the way back to your house too. Well, I know that's probably what's going to happen. It's probably what's going to happen. I'm probably going to be stuck in the car, sleeping. Sleeping. I've changed at JFK before too. Before too going to Virginia. I don't understand why you have to change in America. Why can't you just get a direct flight to places in America? Is it just because it's a lot cheaper? Is it a lot cheaper? Because otherwise, then just spend the money. Go direct. I mean, it's just yeah. I mean, I had the option when I went to Vegas. Both times I went through British Airways, and basically, it was expensive and it was direct to Las Vegas. But it would have been like about £300 cheaper if I basically changed. The only problem with that is that I don't like changing on account of, if you miss your flight, if your flight is delayed or you miss it or anything like that, then it's going to have a knock-on effect to all of the other flights. And if I just missed one flight, then yeah, I'm bad about it, but it'd be basically one flight. Whereas I would have to deal with the whole factor, like, oh, and I should be getting the connecting flight now, but I can't because I'm still at the airport. I just don't want to feel bad about it. So yeah, when I go to Vegas, this time though, I'm either going to you, Jeffrey, having a layover in Boston, I think. I don't know. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But there is like a large amount of time between when there's like a day between when I'm actually going to get off the plane from Vegas to when I get to Boston, to when I get off the plane from Vegas to when I have to leave for London. So there's going to be a day gap. So basically, my flight's not going to be that delayed going to or from Vegas, you know, and but on the other side as well, I'm basically we're gonna be okay, I think. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, Panafox, do you like the hair? Because I know you said you liked the mohawk kind of look thing, even though this isn't that huge. I think I'm gonna go. Oh, why is that dreamy? What is that, dude? Besides the depression thing, I know. Stupid question. Anything that anybody can, like any of us can do to make you feel better, at least a little bit. You can always talk to us. You can always talk to us, dude. Nothing wrong with staring at the photo of the wall. Is it an interesting wall? So it's a terrible. Is it Civil War reference? No, it's the Avengers 2, isn't it? I don't know. It's a. Oh. Do you know what? Is there anything that's triggered this, or is this just a? Is this a depression that I'd only say just a depression thing because basically that sometimes happens to me, you know. It's just a depression thing, but it's like it's really fucking annoying because I know it is just the depression. There's usually something that hasn't really triggered it. It just randomly sets off and you're like, oh, I'm bummed. That's great. You know. But no, it's yeah. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Oh, shut up. What if Itchy gets Wi-Fi on the flight? I really just wishing I could just go now to the airport, but Damon's asleep. Plus, the trains don't begin until 5. Trains don't actually start up their services until 5. So I would be waiting at the station for an hour. I get yelled at and blamed for a problem I didn't create and didn't stand up for myself. But dude, you know, at least you know this. You know. You know. Like, did you explain that? Did you explain that? Is that what you mean by that you didn't explain it? I don't know what exactly happened. You know, I understand if you don't want to share, but it's rough, dude. But if basically you're being yelled at and stuff, then like that is definitely, you know, nobody should yell at anybody. I know that basically in the situations and stuff, it's really hard sometimes. Like when I'm faced with conflict, although sometimes I can basically be I can basically I I can try to get the argument or the point across and stuff like that, or resolve the situation. But holy crap, dude, I feel shaky. I physically shake, and it's weird. I can't control it, and it's strange. Like my mother, she reads way too much into some situations, and basically she basically kept hearing me say there was a wasted trip when I was going to my brother's to see my nephews, and my parents happened to be there. And I said, "Oh, it's a bit of a wasted trip," you know. And I said it like 2 or 3 times, you know. And she overheard that, and basically she was all upset because I said, she thought that I considered it to be a wasted trip, even though I got to see her and my dad. So when she told me this and said that she was just going to send me on a train back home, I was just like, well, first of all, I'm an adult. But she was just like really kind of just like not shouting, just talking like at me spitefully, you know? And it was just like, I was just like, first of all, I'm an adult, so you can't do that. And you know, it's like, of course, it's great to see you. I'm just bummed that I didn't also get to see my nephew. That's all I meant by that, you know. And when she heard that, she calmed down a bit. But while she was trying to yell talk at me, I basically was shaking. I basically was really shaking, and you know, and this happens with most conflicts. It pisses me off. It makes me feel like I've done so really bad, even though it's not really that bad. So yeah, I'll tell you another time. It's just one more reason why. You're yelled at by your dad. Okay. Yeah. Also, parents. Yeah. I totally understand that. like for some reason your parents are the only ones that could basically give you an irrational argument, and you can't argue with it, you know. And it's so annoying. So yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah. Also, by the way, I don't mean I don't, you know, hopefully this isn't the case for everybody, but you know, my experience and the people that I understand, people's experiences that I understand, their relationship with their parents basically does, you know, it thins out over time, and usually a lot when you're in your teens, you know, when you're in your all of your teens, your relationship with your parents will become strained, and it's mainly because like they feel like they can't relate to you, and you can't really relate to them yet, and it's kind of a thing. It's like you've been a child for all of your life up until this kind of portion of your life, and parents only know how to deal with the child side. That's the one that they've trained themselves to deal with. So basically, when you become a teenager, that's why they always are a bit annoyed whenever teenagers happen. You know, when kids get to the age where they're a teenager, they start to experiment with more adult stuff, and you know, they're becoming an adult, and it becomes a bit harder to relate to your kids because you've only had the child, so this is all new, and it can be a bit scary. So yeah, relationships with your parents usually do thin out quite a bit. You know, they get strained quite a bit because it's basically it's a phase of your life, and it's sad to them that the child part is over and the adult part is like it's kind of, yeah, it's annoying to them, if anything. So yeah, it happens to almost every single kid. So yeah, but there is a point basically after your teen years, usually relationship with your parents becomes even, it can be, it's slightly awkward because now you can relate to them as an adult, and they recognize you most of the time as an adult. So it's this huge thing of like, you know, the relationship can blossom again, and it's weird. It's just weird. I can say that my parents, I basically was super happy to get out of there. But I was stuck a few times living with my parents, and yeah, it's like I didn't have the greatest of childhoods, and but it wasn't super terrible or anything. It's just that my childhood was incredibly mundane, and it basically there was very little happiness. It was mostly awkward, you know, relating as far as my parents go, you know. But now my relationship with my parents is fine, and that it's mainly because basically I can I can tell my mother to shut up. It doesn't work, but I can say that to her now. But yeah, all I'm saying is that you know, it will get better. You know, it will get better as time goes by. But I'm not saying it's probably gonna take a while for it to get better. The best thing you can do is basically try to put, and I know this is hard, but try to put distance. You know, try to get some distance. Um, and by that I mean like, yeah, just and it's not avoiding or anything. Just if they ever come up to you and stuff, and you're feeling this way, and just say, "Can I just have a bit more space? Can I have some more time? You know, or something?" And it's usually, yeah. Everyone's different though. That's the problem. I was mostly with my uncle when I was little. Yeah, was that nice? um, I honestly don't want to live in this house anymore. As long as I'm here, I'm separate from everyone else. As long as you're there, you're separate from everyone else. Do you mean like your friends, or do you mean just generally family? Do you feel like you're separated from them even though you're there? Um, I know you feel dreamy, says Panafox. I don't have the money to make to make distance. No, I meant by distance. I mean basically like isolate yourself from them. You know, basically just I mean like put like some distance between you two. Basically just just isolate yourself from them and try to have as little interaction with them as possible until basically you feel like they want to talk to you or you want to talk to them or both. You know, like I said, just if they confront you and they've made you feel this way, then basically like until otherwise stated, until you feel like you can talk about it or explain whatever's happening, then basically just tell them that you need a bit more space or time or space, time and space. So yeah, so yeah, it's like it's like whenever you've got the opportunity, basically take a walk in a park or something. I don't know, you know. Just go somewhere where you can be calm and collect yourself. I know it's not possible all the time, but you know, separate from friends, from family, friends, everyone, and I can't isolate myself. My dad will call on me or my brother, no matter the situation we're in, to go do mundane tasks for him. Well, again, um, you can still put space between you, even if he does call you to do them. You just do them and basically don't talk to them. You know, just minimize the interaction, basically, until either they're ready or you're ready or both of you are ready to basically talk about whatever happened. You know. But again, I don't know. I do not know the situation as much as you know. As much as we talk and everything, I don't know much about your exact situation. So I can't really judge what's happening. So okay, well that's encouraging, maybe. Okay. But if you do have to go then, belly rubs, belly shake, belly salute. Always here to talk to if you do need us, though. That's usually the case, although you might not feel 100% better. But I do hope you do feel better. Yeah. Yeah, but that's not everybody. Everybody's different, though, Planafrox. That might not work for everybody. When I do that, I get weird, depressing thoughts happen. So, yeah. Crazy, weird, depressing thoughts sometimes. It's getting windy outside. Ugh, I have to go back in the house and get more liquids. What am I doing that? Welcome back, Jeff. It's okay. I thought something. I thought you were on a phone call. It's no problem. Oh, by the way, Patafox, I haven't started your drawing. That's what I was going to do now, but basically I feel kind of like really pooped and bummed out and stuff, so... I'm sorry, dude. I'm really sorry. It's right there. I've been doing some... I did some other work for somebody else who basically paid for it, and basically, yeah. Immediately after I finished it, I was like, ugh. I know you say that, Panafox, but I know you're looking forward to it. I mean, that's look good. I did want to ask you, do you want me to fill in the pupils? Do you want me to put the pupils in? I usually don't do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll leave the pupils out when I do the pencil line sketches, because basically I don't know where they're looking, you know? But I don't know. Would it look better without the pupils in the eyes? I was going to leave that up to you, but I figured that I basically haven't asked you that yet. So it'll be better if I ask you to. Leave them out. Yeah, it is slightly more demonic that way, I guess. A lava lamp has made a very pretty tree in the lava lamp. I'll turn it back on again. Okay. I did have like a topic that I was going to talk about, but it's gone. It is not in my brain, in my mind head. It's like gone from my brain, mind head. You're an excellent barber, Tubbs. Yeah, right. No, it'll come back. I'm trying to think of it. I got a feeling I mentioned it, but at the same time, I probably didn't. So whatever. Ooh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to go through the bags that are hung up on this wall here, on the filing cabinet, basically, on the handles to the filing cabinet drawers. Basically, I've got a bunch of bags, and it's only because basically whenever I come into the office and I need to bring stuff from either the house or the office, usually to the office, I will literally put it in a bag, come out here, especially if it's raining or something, and then go into my office, into here, and I'd hang the bag up, and then I'd just take whatever it was that I need at the time out of the bag. So basically, I've just ended up with a bunch of bags hanging up here. So I was going to go through the bags. You are leaving your house at what time, Tubbs? Oh my god, I've answered this like 4 different times for 3 different people. I'm leaving the house sometime around about 6 a.m. So in around about 3 hours time ish. So yeah, but no, once the bags are gone, then basically all it's down to one bag. Then I can not worry so much about both of us fitting in the office so well. I know I won't be able to do this with my chair. Move the chair around so much. Hell, I might be over here. And he could be there. Although probably not, because that wouldn't be nice to put my guest underneath the spiders' nests. where some of the spiders live. Because they live on the underside of the shelf sometime. The bags. Have you finished your work? Have you finished working on your project, Panda folks? Oh, he's talking to. So first bag. I know there's a spider in one of these bags, but I don't know which one. Okay, so we've got color pencils, the push pencils, and my humidor. Is that all that's in this bag? Oh, which has somehow clipped itself to the edge of the bag. Oh no, there's something else in the bag. Oh, it's a tiny spider. It was on the bag. It was basically on the bag when Damon's present was being sorted out. It was on the orange bag. Oh, it's my lighter. It's my cigar lighter. Seems to be working properly now. It was not working for a while. Why is it sticky? It's like sticky. That's weird. Whatever. Oh. And a ring. Oh, I know what that is. That's the original. That's the key ring holder for something. Well, I know where the humidor's going because it was supposed to go on my windowsill. Not my windowsill. Actually, I need to check this because these are. Oh, it sealed itself up. Okay. Why have I got this? Just rubbish. It's just rubbish. That's weird. Basically, these cigars are beaten up because the box has been shaken up a bit. But they should be fine. They smell good. There we go. It's mine and his. Me and Itchy. Gonna have those at some stage, so that'll be nice. This thing comes with a clip. It comes with an annoying clip that I've got my I've got a cutter, got a cigar cutter on, and the clip seems to be not behaving. There we go. So this goes in here. Yeah. And here's a random kitchen roll. That goes on the disc. Oh. That was easy. At least I got the main bag out of the way. So, the spider bag. No, I don't think the spider's in here anymore, but I'm being cautious. It's my glow-in-the-dark t-shirt. Yeah, it does actually glow in the dark. It's cute. It's a bit cute. Is this bag okay? I think it's useless. I don't know yet. So this is the spider bag. This is where that spider was on it. Again, it wasn't a big spider, but So what's in here? It's my noodle, which I haven't been using because there's not been many bugs around anymore. So that's actually in where it's supposed to be. And that is the tongue for the pop hood. That needs to go up there, but there's just no space up there. Oh, there's space back there. Yeah, fits. Oh, I do have my tape measure. Only goes up to 60 inches, so it's kind of useless. I was saying hear birds then, but it's actually not birds. What is birds based on birds? It's from something. Leather gloves. This bag was from London. So this is a bunch of naughty extra naughty stuff that I took to London with me. It did have my harness in it. Oh, a bag of Skittles that managed to survive somehow. Tiny bag of Skittles. That's for Damon. I don't know why that's in here, actually. Maybe it's emergency. Emergency. A train ticket. My pen. A spare pen. Ha! Las Vegas buffet eater. It's the pin I won. I won this at the buffet when I did my record. Although you get it after eating 10 plates, you get another pin and a certificate when you eat 20 plates. And I was like one of the only people that's done that there. Oh, this is cool. This is a USB light. It's a bulb that fits in a USB slot. It's pretty badass and cute. And then you got like a crappy screwdriver tool, which you don't really need anywhere. But yeah, I think the rest of that is rubbish. I need this pen. This is a spare pen. I can put it in there. A glove fell on the floor. Now that's typical. But no, that bag is empty and ready to be used. Ugh. I don't know where I'm going to put my gloves. I'll just put them on top of the humidor for now because reasons. Well, that's cool, Tubbs. You deserve it for your awesome buffet stats. Yeah, although I still didn't get to take my trophy home or my. I don't know what happened to that. I think my buddy Joe has my. Oh, it's just a certificate. Because I've got a certificate and I don't remember putting it in my bag. I don't know about organized, but it is neater. Next bag. What's in the next bag? Oh, my noodles attacking me. Attack of the noodles. Oh, important stuff in the next bag. My sunglasses, for one. Are these my new ones or my old ones? I think these are my old ones. Which I might need. And the string vest. The string vest. Which technically shouldn't really be in here, but whatever. It should be in the house. But that can go in this bag. I have a prop bag underneath the desk. I can go in there. No, these are my new glasses. Yes, because they're loose. They're loose about the house, and they're more reflective. So those are my old glasses. But I do want to keep them in here. Just in case. I don't know where to put them. Annoying. I put them on the pile of crap that I don't need. I need to sort out. Yeah, these are my new glasses. Which I was looking for fucking ever. There's a bunch of crap in this bag. Oh, I know what this bag is. This is the bag of stuff that was on my desk. This is the bag of stuff that was just on my desk. By the way, this is what I look like in public. I always have my sunglasses on. I especially like my new sunglasses because they seem to go closer to my face. So none of the side light gets in so much. So that's cool. Because of my HS. My HS. I don't know. I do not know. I need to. Oh, it's my travel bag for my. This is my pencil case. I've already showed you my pencil case. Because that goes there. My old glasses that are shit, so I don't wear them. Oh my god. Honestly, guys, if you have anything else to talk about while I'm doing this, this is my selfie stick. This was originally the thing that was hanging up on there before I started putting bags on there. So my selfie stick that I used to use as a tripod and stuff. Because you can screw it onto things. Yeah, it also just like hangs places. But that's not a good idea because it can because my office vibrates whenever there's a big car that comes past. So it's not a very good idea to hang it on things really. Especially since it's quite heavy. If you like my sunglasses, again, this is what I normally look like when I'm out in the public. When I leave the house, I basically I wear my glasses because I have issues with light. In fact, it's way more comfortable wearing these right now. I haven't seen a selfie stick in a long time. Well, that's because normally, recently, I used to use it a lot. It used to be handy to like prop up the phone. However, this selfie stick is not so great when it comes to actually filming stuff, because although it does the thing, although it extends and everything, it basically it doesn't have any grooves. So basically, the phone can spin. So yeah, I mainly just use my regular tripod now, which is basically just it's a stiff wire thing, you know. It's like it's just a wire with a clip on the end of it. That's all it is. So yeah, I used to use this a lot, and it used to be hung up in here, but I took it down because basically it kept falling off. But no, I should like hang it back up somewhere. My problem is that whenever I hang it up somewhere, you know there's going to be spider webs attached to it. So just finding a place to actually put it. Hmm. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to risk putting it up behind. I'm going to put it up there behind my laptop screen. So basically, it will, if it falls off, it won't fall onto my computer. I don't think it will fall off. But I've been wronged before. That is rubbish. There's anything in it? Yeah, that's rubbish. Oh wait, no, it's not rubbish. Yeah, it's rubbish. It basically, it's meant to stick to things, but it doesn't stick to anything. Just a case. But it can't really stick. It's lost its stickiness. A place to find my stickiness. I think I'm just going to throw it away. I don't think I have any use for it anywhere. I don't know. I'm kind of reluctant to throw it away because I've got a feeling that the second I throw it away, I'm going to want it somewhere. So that's going to be annoying. If you wonder why I'm still wearing my glasses, by the way, what's this? Rubish. It's rubish. But it's because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose my glasses. I'm going to put them down in here, forget that where they are, and then yeah, next time I go out of the house, I'm going to be like, fuck, where's my glasses? Much like my regular small glasses. These are really old. The lenses are actually frosted because they've been rubbed so much. That's not dust. So basically, yeah, these are my really old glasses from when I was little. I don't know where to put this. Somewhere else. You might need it, Tubbs, so you should keep it. You can't lose them that fast. You'd be surprised. For example, I lost these like last week. Like every time I've been out in public, I've basically in the day I've basically been squinting a lot because basically I put these in a bag and then hung it up in here. So yeah, what is this bag for? I'm probably never going to find out. I need to put that in the humidor. That is rubbish. That is rubbish. Well, these are the lenses for my phone. In case I wanted to, they're the lenses for my phone. Basically, they change my phone into different, they do different things. So I can do different things. That's my humidor. These are apparently mints. Do they have an expiration date? No. But they're probably off. So this is a bunch of stuff from the sci-fi convention as well. Oh, that's my brand. That's my old brand of cigars. An old McDonald's card with one thing filled in that I'm never going to use again. So yeah, I think this is the recycling bag from now on. Shut up! Don't dig at me. Yes, I remember when you got those lenses. Tabs. Oh yeah, I don't know if they're all in here. It doesn't feel like the bag is big enough to have all of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there's 6 lenses in there, so that's good. So yeah, that's the camera stuff. So I put that with the rest of the camera stuff. Right. That bag is going to fall off of there if I take this off. Okay. So what's in this bag then? There is a bag. Oh, this is the hose. That's where that went. And the pump. And my wrist brace. And that's that spider. It's on my leg. Hello. Get off my leg. There we go. Go to the wall. Another rubbish bag. Because these belong in, don't fall over. They belong somewhere else. My wrist brace actually belongs in the house. They belong in the prop bag. So this bag here, bag right here, is my prop bag. It's got a bunch of the stuff that I use for my videos, including the hippo mask, the balloons, all that good stuff. So that lives underneath my desk, which is always why it's a bit scary to reach for it, because basically spiders. It's only a small spider. It's not that bad. It's not bad. Okay. Let me just sort out some of the stuff here. So my wrist brace is lovely, but the only problem is that, like, I don't tend to wear it anymore because it's big and bulky, and basically my wrist bones, my wrists have gotten worse. Basically, they're too fat. Basically, there's no real bumpage in it anymore with my wrist, because my wrist has become too fat to basically have the need for them to be braced. I'm going to put it on for just the hell of it. You know what? I'm just this one here. Like that. Ah, feels good. So that's my wrist strap. It's got a big useless bolt on it, which is handy because basically there's a little hook thing here, and I used to basically attach my name tag to it when I went to the sci-fi convention. So basically my name tag would be on my wrist, not on my shirt, because basically every time it was on my shirt I kept knocking it off. It was a thing. Okay, it was a thing. But yeah, I did it. I used to have this because basically one of my bones that hadn't set properly when my wrist broke, when I had my accident, I used to have a bunch of protruding bones. Basically, you could tell that my wrist was fucked. So I used to have this medical one, which is made out of like rubber. It was like a silicone with a what's that stuff called? It's like a bandage material, but it was like a padding. It used to be a padding, and that used to be fine, but I kept catching it on stuff. And this thing is a lot more lethal if you catch it on stuff, but it does the same job and it feels better because it's leather. But since my wrists have gotten chubbier and I've been wearing I've been wearing the strap itself, it tended to basically, my wrist is very much like my other one, which is also broken, kind of, but it wasn't as bad. So it didn't, like, none of the bones poked out except for this one at the side, which I'm told is completely natural. But you can see that you can see all my wrist bones. If you could, like, see, because of the, yeah, which I'm told is completely natural and fine, but mine stick out just slightly more than usual because they were reconstructed. However, this arm got the worst of it. This hand got the worst of it. My bones were completely shattered in this particular part of my wrist. So basically, I had one big bone that always used to poke up. It used to mean that I couldn't wear wristwatches on this one. On this arm, but yeah. I've gotten chunkier. I've gotten thicker. My forearm has gotten thicker, and basically, and I've gotten fatter, and I've been wearing it a lot. So I haven't been needed to wear it for the past 2 years. So it comes out with me when I go to the sci-fi convention, but that's only because I wear it for the steampunk guys, because the steampunk guys got me this. I got this steampunk stall at the sci-fi convention. They gave it to me because I did such a good job with the liaisoning and the security and stuff. So, and they were really nice guys. They were really nice guys, steampunk guys. So yeah. Anyway, coolest bad tubs I have always liked that on you. Well, you know, I might wear it now. I don't know. Just keep it on until I see itchy. Okay, so have we got any other bags? Oh no, I need to sort out this crap first. My desk is looking a lot less tidier than when I started because I've been adding to the desk. There's a bunch of early birds outside. These are cigar wrappers. These need to go in the humidor. They're going to be stuck onto the humidor at some stage in the near future, hopefully. I'm actually going to get some of that resin stuff and basically resin it onto the humidor because they're nice brands. Well, actually, the Asylum isn't that nice, but it's okay. It's okay. But yeah. Right. So we've got a bag that has nothing in it. But a receipt. Oh, that's because that was David's present bag. That's the one I was hiding it in plain sight. And these are the art bags. These can stay because I need those on here. So those can stay on there. Okay. So we're tidy enough. I hope. Yeah, the art bags are the ones with the special pens in them. So yeah. We're tidy enough, I think. Is it weird that you can't see my eyes? Is that weird? I'm just noticing that my shades are very much distracting me on here. Oh, in half an hour's time, I am going to have to flee properly because I'm leaving. But I'm sticking with you until then. They are a tiny bit. Yeah, they're part prescription too. So basically, it means that it's a lot nicer to basically wear these as opposed to the not prescription ones, because the other ones aren't prescription, but these ones are part prescription. So yes, yes, to go get a certain cute guy named Chris, exactly, but not yet. Soon, but not yet. So it's weird actually wearing these and then taking them off because everything's slightly blurry in front of me. Yeah. It's weird because you can, if you look at the reflection on my sunglasses, on my glasses, then you can see my desk and how it's not clean at all. You can see both screens. weird. It's weird. So, anything that anybody want to talk to me about before I run away? So is Chris staying with you guys or in a hotel? He's staying here. I'm keeping him in a cage right there. He's staying in my place. He's basically staying on the sofa bed, or potentially not the sofa bed. Damon's dropping him off at the train station. I'm getting the train into London, and then I'm getting the tube. Damon's not coming with me. It's just me. Damon's got stuff to do today, so he cannot come with us. He cannot come with me. We don't have the house to ourselves. Damon's here. I wonder what's going to happen. Nothing. He's coming here for a break and to feed a piggy. That is true, Jeffrey. He is coming here to assist me get over £350. But you know, it's not just because of that. It is literally so they can have a break. You know. So yeah, wish I could feed and hang out with a piggy. Oh. Will you be able to hang out with us? I don't know if you'll be able to. You can't physically feed a piggy from there, but you know. going to be fun. Bounce, 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 bounce. Fun, 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 fun. Hopefully, anyway. Who knows? So the chat's frozen. I don't know if that's. I'm going to refresh the page. There it is. Okay. I think he's bringing some. I don't think he's bringing the ones I asked for, but I think he's bringing some. Tells you look cute with your new do and shave. Oh, thank you. I think the glasses are helping. The more face that's covered, the better. Got hiccups now. I don't know what to do for the next 20 minutes. I do know what to do, but I don't really want to do it. Wait. You know, because basically if I'm just waiting by myself, then by myself, then basically I could fall asleep, maybe, potentially. I'm definitely going to I don't know actually. Got to get my new pants. Got to get my other pants out, which is going to be fun. What else for dinner? Well, I had some chicken grills that were in the freezer still. So breaded chicken grills and breaded chicken grills, peas, beans, and some chips. That was for dinner. Well, I kind of got a rip in my other pants, and it's not because of my fat ass. It's because of I caught the back pocket on something. I don't know. Probably getting in and out of the car. That seems to be the main thing that usually happens. I couldn't fit in the car properly, so I basically caught my pants on the door. It was actually really yummy. It was like super yummy. Super yummy. Super yummy. Oh my god. But Tubbs, you don't have a fat ass. It's not that big, no. It's not as great. I think the problem is that my legs and my legs and my upper leg, my butt, has basically, they haven't accumulated as much weight as the rest of me. If you understand what I'm saying. So basically, my butt is kind of is a bit flat, but it's not bad. According to people on chat about yesterday, it was definitely not that bad. So I'm okay with it. We can't all have masterful asses like my bear. It makes interesting noises. Are you going to wear your glasses to the airport? Of course I am. Of course I am, especially since daylight will definitely happen before then. But yeah, of course I am. Basically, whenever I leave the house and it's daytime, everything's super bright now. Whenever I leave the house and it's daytime, I basically have to wear my glasses because if I don't, then I can get headaches and stuff. They could give me headaches because of the hypersensitivity to light. Oh, my nose is being weird. Yeah, because of my sensitivity to light, it's actually only just comfortable in here without giving me a headache. Now that I've been wearing them, it's super bright in here. But yeah, I got a slight hypersensitivity to light and sound and all that stuff, and you guys know that. And basically, yeah, whenever I leave the house, I have to wear my sunglasses, or I could get headaches and stuff. But I don't always remember where they are. Like I said, for the past week, whenever I've been out the house, I've not been wearing my sunglasses, so my shades. So basically, yeah, I've had a bit of a squinty time. Luckily, I found them again, so yeah. But yeah. I should keep my old ones for the hot tub, now that I think about it. I can't remember where I put them. I think I just put them over there. Yes, I did. I can see them. They're behind my pencil jar. I'm glad you found the tubs. Thank you, Jeffrey. I'm glad I found them too. They don't usually stay hidden for long. I would have found them eventually. Actually, I was going to look for them before I went and picked up a certain person. So I'm glad I found them now. So weird stuff was happening to a lava lamp. Oh, you can see my earlobe was weird shape. Wrong earlobe. Yeah. If anybody's wondering, I actually get this quite a lot. Why my earlobe is such a weird shape? It's because I had a bunch of piercings when I was younger, and I just yeah, I let them all heal up, so that it's kind of like randomly pockmarked, freakishly shaped earlobe. That's strange. It's strange. Are you going to make Chris a true British breakfast? No, only because we don't have all the ingredients. I don't think we don't have eggs. We don't often have eggs in the house. It's only because we forget that we have eggs. So basically, our fridge starts smelling of like it smells like rotten eggs, and we're like, why does the fridge smell of rotten eggs? And we look at the top shelf and we're like, oh, because we've got an egg left in an egg carton, and it's like, oh, fuck's sake. But yeah, we don't have eggs and we don't have black pudding, which is actually an Irish breakfast thing that the British have adopted. So thank you, Britain. We also don't have bread. We don't carry a lot of bread, you know, because for the same reason, it just goes off way too quickly. I don't often fancy bread, you know. I don't often like just think to myself, ooh, I know what I can have to eat. I'll have a sandwich. You know, just every couple of weeks or so, I get a mini loaf and I do make myself a lot of sandwiches. So, yeah. Breed. And of course, you can't have a full English breakfast without actually having fried bread. So we'll probably take him out for a full English breakfast if he's awake. You know, if he happens to be awake in the morning at some stage, then yeah, we'll take him out for a breakfast. The pub actually down the road, I think, serves breakfast, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not a very big breakfast person. Is that weird? You know, I basically have my cereal. You know, I'm not. You have pita bread instead. That's true. That is true. Like most of the time, I do pick up pita bread because it's basically a sandwich already. You know, so yeah, it's very, very simple. What's all in an English breakfast? An all English breakfast, because they usually just call me all English breakfast here for some reason. is bacon, beans, fried bread, egg, black pudding, which is basically made out of it's made out of blood. It's made out of pig's blood. Did I already say sausages? Wait a minute. Beans, bacon, sausage, egg, fried bread, black pudding, fried mushrooms, and a sun-dried tomato. I think that's an all-English breakfast. They normally come in on a big plate as well. So yeah. That all sounds great, Tubbs. Ugh. Yeah, basically, yeah, we don't. I'm not a very big breakfast person, so essentially, I don't really have that. You know, that's pretty big. Well, it's like I said, it's a lot. It's very greasy. You know, it's all very greasy sounding. There's a lot of frying that happens. You know, so you normally have we normally call it a fry up. That's actually what we call it. We normally call it a fry up. You know, it's because that's the actual name of a British breakfast. Is basically it's not because in Britain, over here in Britain, it's not called a British breakfast. It's basically called they either call it an all English or a fry up. So yeah, because you basically fry everything. And that I just mean like in a saucepan, you know, in a pan. You know, you pan fry it. You know what I mean. So yeah, that's basically an all English breakfast. Greek feast. And like I said, I'm not really an English. I'm not already a breakfast person. I literally have for breakfast either, and I alternate between the days, either some pot noodle or instant ramen, and I just add extra water, so I make it like a soup, which is what I've been doing recently because you know I've not been 100% well. Or I have my regular bowl after bowl of cereal. So yeah, I do pretty good breakfast-wise. Anyway, guys, it's the last 10 minutes. So basically, if you've got anything that you want to ask me, say, do, whatever, now be a good chance. Now be your chance to do so. It doesn't feel like, because I basically have like been finishing off my work for the past week. I've not really, I don't really know what day it is even, but I should remember what day it is. Yeah, I know it's Wednesday. Brain fog. I'm just tired. I'm just sleepy. Yeah, I'm normally very much a lunch person. You know, I like a nice big lunch and a nice big dinner. A nice big lunch and a nice big dinner. Which are going to be absolutely stuffed for the next 10 days, hopefully. Travel safe to the airport, Tubbs, and here's many more. Oh, thanks, dude. Hugs to Chris when he arrives. I will give him big squishy hug. Oh dear. We're going to be embarrassing. I don't think he knows I'm going to do this, but what's going to happen is that basically I'm going to he's going to get past the threshold of the queue of people that are arriving out of that gate, and and once he gets past that threshold, and I see him, I'm gonna yell, not super loud, but I'm just gonna yell, Senpai! It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, like I said, I don't think he knows that I'm gonna do that. He might have plans. I don't know. I just moved the desk with my foot. Sorry about that. It's really hard to do. The desk is like really, really strong. Anyway. Try not to go overboard on the food. That's like trying an alcoholic to to try not to overdo it on the drink. I don't know. I might get sneak attacked. Basically, I'll be watching the arrivals, and all of a sudden, I might feel a presence on my back, and he might just hug me from behind. I don't know. He might not recognize me. That's the funny thing. Just occurred to me, I don't have any space for him to put his drink or anything. Random bear attack. I do want to get there slightly early so that I can at least try to find this rental car place. Anyway, guys, yeah, it is time for me to get ready, kind of. So I will be, I'll be seeing you basically. Next time I do a live stream, it will probably be with him here. So yeah, tomorrow, late night live stream, potentially. Bro, regular time. Times around the world are different, okay? In around about 20 hours time. Wait, 12 hours time would be 4 o'clock. Just add 2, 4, 4, 5, 6. 31 hours time potentially. I don't know. In around about that amount of time, basically, I should be live again. I'm going to try to do one live stream a day while he's here. Unless he wants to do more. Like I said, I'm letting him hijack my channel. My channels. The network. The Tubbs network is going to be hijacked. Don't you dare. So, yeah. Anyway, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys later then. And, yep, I will give him a big hug from you guys. And, of course, for now, belly rubs. Belly some quick belly shake. And, yeah. Toodles. I've got to find the button now. There it is. Toodles.